So I went back to that estate sale yesterday, and I picked up that. I went back today and got the preamble to the Constitution, a Shakespeare, a Sherlock Holmes book from '67, and a ladder, and a Picasso book. But now we're heading on a tag sale. See what happens. See what we can find.
Yeah, you do get a pocket where you're standing there. Bye now. Hey, Russell, see us. I gotta do some more work. All right, yeah, you have a good weekend.
You too. It was nice seeing you again.
Don't behave too much.
I nail it though, that's the problem. I don't have any wood. Alright, I nail it too. I would love that. I constantly. This wouldn't work. I kind of want to hang my ferns in my living room, but.
How you doing? Hey guys, it's Tibbs with Purple Newbie Juice. You're probably saying, why is he showing me a ladder? Well, this ladder actually came out of a barn in Blandford. And he brought it down to that estate sale I went to yesterday because I returned today just to... I noticed something in the video that I wanted to check out that I did pick up and look at, and I decided that I wanted to pick it up. But anyways, this ladder was $10. Now, you might think, what are you buying an old paint ladder for? Some of you are going to know that, they used to sell well. Well, they still do, because I spent $2 on one similar to this, and I sold it at Brimfield for 40 bucks. So if I do the same and sell this for $40, that's going to be a $30 profit right off the top. But I wanted to show you, whoa, I gotta be careful of that. This is a copy of the preamble of the Constitution. And I know Amazon has them on sale for $20. But this is in a really old frame. So I'm thinking if it is, obviously it's a copy. But I think it's a lot older copy. It's in real rough shape. There's no glass on the frame. It could have been stuck in there from the front. It's just kind of weird how it fits so perfectly in that frame. So I'm thinking that the glass broke, and it really is a fairly old copy. The frame looks to be around the mid to late 1800s. When I do find a new frame for it, I'm going to take the back off and see what we can see on the back of that, but I just don't have time with all the things I got going on. And I have a real quick story I wanted to tell you. When I was in 5th grade, I think it was 5th, it might have been 7th grade, I took typing. And it was mandatory when I was going to school, probably like computers were for kids growing up in the 90s, but I was in the 70s. I was taking typing, and I was also taking history. And like most kids would have to take history. The funny thing is, we had to study for the preamble of the Constitution, just the beginning of it. We the people of the United States, blah, blah, blah. So I figured, well, you know what? When I first started typing, I wasn't typing. I was looking and cheating along with a friend of mine who ended up failing. I realized that if I was going to pass, I couldn't cheat. So I started really paying attention and learning, and I still can type to this day. Not as good as I used to because I do have one bogus finger, my middle finger on my right hand. But so I what I did was I made 20, 30 copies of the preamble of the Constitution, typing it out over and over and over again on an old Royal typewriter my parents had, which was interesting to say. But anyways, you know, the paragraphs came out. I made them into little cheat sheets, and not so much to cheat, but to study from. So study sheets. Well, I got really good at typing, know my letters, and you know, it helped me out a lot. So my teacher actually passed those out to all the kids in my history class, and as a study sheet. So, anyways, we took the test and everything, blah blah blah, and got our grades back in. Oh my God, did that create a big problem? The wait, I didn't get this wrong. This is what I must have typed it like 10 different ways, changing words around or something. But because yeah, you know, after I doing it like 10 or 12 times, I kind of thought I knew it by myself. And so what the teacher did was, if they had their study sheet and it turned out to be the same as what they wrote on their test, she corrected it accordingly. And but that's something I'll never forget, and obviously never do again because I'm long graduated. But that was a story I just wanted to share. So, anyways, at that uh, uh, estate sale, I also picked up this Picasso book. It was only $4. Now you can easily sell these books at flea markets, and I'll probably save it for Brimfield for $20 easily without even thinking about it. And at the same time, I figured, you know, I'll check it out, and I probably will keep it because it's just something that I think I like to have. Just I like abstract art, and I also picked up this Sherlock Holmes book. I thought it was a 60-something copy, but it's actually a 90s copy, and it just goes into history and everything. I believe there's stories, but it tells all a lot about everything there is to know about Sherlock Holmes, the story, where it came from, the different prints in different countries, and how it was popular in Germany, and it's a really cool book. And a lot of the books on the shelf they were offering, like, they were asking $10 a piece for. So I figured, well, this one's bigger. They're probably going to charge me 10. So I said, well, this one's got 4. And I said, I'll offer you 5 on this one. And she goes, oh, no, you can have that for 4. So it was kind of cool. They talked themselves down. So then I went on Let Go, and I found these church windows. And basically, on the way there, because I was going early, I stopped at this tag sale that I didn't even know about. It just happened to be on the side of the road. And I got this World War II jerry can. It's got OMC on it, and I looked it up, and it is a World War II jerry can. Now, these things are pretty popular, but it's in really, really good condition. This opens up easily, and it's clean inside, and that and this chain fall. He sold the bottom piece. The chain was all twisted and mangled and destroyed, so he cut the chain off. He had both pieces, and he ended up selling the bottom piece to a guy earlier that day, today. And so that thing weighs about 50 pounds. But it's still a cool piece of art. and you can't really use it as what it was intended to be used for, but it's still, like I said, a cool piece of art. And I got that for $10, so $20 for the two, and I think that was a really cool deal. I wish he had the other part, because then I could have, you know, put a chain on it if I could get that bolt loose easily, and I could have, well, I don't know what the other piece looked like, so. But anyways, it's a neat piece, and I forget the name of it, the brand name, but you know, it probably will go for about 50-60 bucks. That's if I don't decide to keep it myself. It's kind of cool. The cool find was, now there's one over there, and there is one here. This is a set of windows. This is one of them. It's in real rough shape on the right here, the the putty and stuff's all coming out. But what I'm thinking of, what are you going to do with an old church window? Well, the Providence is in Westfield. The church is no longer, oh, the church might be there. They might have made it into apartments or something, but the congregation isn't. It's not in use anymore. And I came across these windows, and I decided that if I didn't know what church they came out of, it really wouldn't have been as important as it is knowing that it did come out of it. The name of the church is Agape, I believe. It's right across from the police station in Westfield, Mass. And it has this bow, and then it rise, and then a bow inwards on both of them. There's another one standing over there. I just have them sitting on this bench right now. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with them, but I'm thinking about taking these lights. I still have 3 of them left. And I'm thinking about putting one here and maybe a couple pineapple hooks on either side over here. I'm not sure if I want to sand this down, strip it. I'm definitely going to take all the old not grout, but whatever it's called, this stuff out, and put some new silicone adhesive in there and really securing it nicely. Clean up the glass, clean up the all the these bars and everything, and maybe get this down to a natural looking wood, stain it and varnish it, and then turn them into lights. I have the opportunity to go back and get the rest of them. The woman has 6 more. She has 3 or 4 like this, and then 2 different ones. But I actually have pictures I'm gonna post, if I did my screenshot correctly, on this video, so that you can see what I'm talking about. So that was kind of cool. I had a good day doing that. And I had all these magazines, these scale model magazines, that I put in protective sleeves. Now, these go for all kinds of different prices online. Whether they sell or not, I don't know. I just wanted to protect them. I have them, so when I go to Brimfield in the spring, they'll be ready to go. These are all the cards that I also put in protective sleeves, and these are my favorites out of the stack. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. Please share, like, subscribe. I also have a saw ready to go to be painted, along with 2 other ones over there, all clean, clean painted, and we're gonna make 3 more paintings. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do, but I'm going to do it eventually. Have a good night. Thanks. Bye.